The feeling of being perpetually last choice resonates in the depths of human experience. Imagine a mosaic of overlooked moments, the last pick for teams, the friend invited only when others cancel, the eternal backup option in relationships. These aren't isolated incidents but pieces of a deeper psychological pattern. Within our psyche lies a complex constellation of memories and emotions centered around rejection. While everyone faces rejection, some carry a particularly charged relationship with being overlooked. This creates a lens through which all social interactions are filtered, making even neutral situations appear as confirmation of one's last choice status. Jung discovered that this pattern transcends individual experience, tapping into universal human fears of abandonment and unworthiness. It's like an ancient script we've inherited, playing out in modern scenarios. The personal blends with the collective, creating a powerful force that shapes our reality. The wounded inner child sits at the heart of this pattern. Those early experiences of being overlooked or unfavorably compared leave deep imprints. These childhood wounds don't simply fade, they actively influence adult behavior and self-perception, creating unconscious patterns that seem to confirm our deepest fears about being unworthy. But these patterns aren't permanent sentences, they're doorways to profound transformation. Understanding why we consistently find ourselves in the last choice position reveals not just personal wounds but universal human experiences that connect us all. As we delve deeper into the unconscious patterns driving this experience, we'll discover how these early imprints create self-fulfilling prophecies in our adult lives. Section 1: The Unconscious Patterns. Picture yourself walking into a room filled with people. Before anyone even speaks, you've already concluded you'll be the outsider. This isn't random insecurity, it's a self-fulfilling prophecy deeply rooted in the unconscious mind. We unknowingly create scenarios that confirm our deepest fears, sending subtle signals through body language, tone, and behavior that actually increase the likelihood of being overlooked. These prophecies operate like invisible scripts, running automatically below the surface of consciousness, shaping our reality before we're even aware of their influence. Our shadow, those rejected and disowned parts of ourselves, plays a crucial role in this pattern. Jung discovered that what we most strongly reject in ourselves, we project onto others. When we carry deep unworthiness, we unconsciously attribute rejection motives to others' neutral actions. A delayed response becomes deliberate exclusion, a casual oversight transforms into intentional rejection. The shadow also contains our unlived potential, the confident, worthy self we're afraid to embody. This creates a painful paradox: the more we deny our worth, the more we manifest experiences that seem to prove our unworthiness. Childhood experiences lay the foundation for these patterns with remarkable precision. That moment when you were picked last for the team, when your sibling was clearly the favorite, when your achievements went unnoticed, these experiences aren't just memories. They become encoded in the nervous system, creating what neuroscientists now call emotional schemas. The child develops survival strategies, becoming the overachiever, the peacekeeper, the invisible one. These strategies may help navigate childhood but crystallize into rigid adult patterns that perpetuate the experience of being overlooked. The mind constructs core beliefs about worthiness through these early experiences, building an entire framework for interpreting reality. These beliefs operate like invisible filters, screening out positive experiences that contradict them while amplifying those that confirm them. "I'm never the first choice" becomes more than a thought, it transforms into a lens through which all relationships are viewed. The unconscious mind then works tirelessly to maintain this familiar worldview, even if it causes pain. It's as if we'd rather be right about our unworthiness than risk the uncertainty of challenging these deep-seated beliefs. These unconscious patterns form what Jung termed complexes, clusters of charged emotions, memories, and beliefs that operate like independent personalities within the psyche. The last choice complex activates in social situations, hijacking our natural responses. We might unconsciously sabotage opportunities to be chosen, arrive late to important events, or fail to assert ourselves in key moments. The complex acts like a magnetic field, attracting experiences that match its energy while repelling those that might challenge its reality. Understanding these patterns provides the first step toward transformation, but the journey into the archetypal dimensions reveals even deeper insights. Section 2. The Archetypal Dimensions. Close your eyes and imagine a story that's lived in every human heart across time, the one who stands apart, watching others being chosen. You're tapping into what Jung discovered was a universal archetype, the rejected one. This isn't just your personal story, it's woven into humanity's collective unconscious. Think of Moses, abandoned in a basket, or Cinderella among the ashes. These figures emerge across cultures because they represent a fundamental human experience. You're not just dealing with personal rejection, you're experiencing an archetypal pattern that's shaped human consciousness for millennia. They say myths are dreams of the collective soul, and stories of the overlooked one transforming into the chosen one appear everywhere. The ugly duckling discovers its true swan nature. The servant girl becomes queen. The rejected stone becomes the cornerstone. These aren't just fairy tales, they're psychological maps encoded in story form. When you feel like the last choice, you're living a mythological pattern that has the potential for profound transformation. The pain serves a purpose, it's meant to wake you up to your authentic nature. Consider how throughout history, great transformative figures often began as outcasts. Buddha was a prince who became a beggar before reaching enlightenment. Christ was born in a manger. Muhammad retreated to caves before his revelation. Your experience of being overlooked might be serving a deeper purpose than you realize. The collective unconscious orchestrates these patterns not to punish but to push you toward individuation, the process of becoming who you truly are rather than who others expect you to be. Beneath the surface of being last choice lies an initiation. Traditional societies understood this. The shaman was often the wounded or different one in the tribe. Your sensitivity to rejection might actually be indicating a deeper calling. The patterns repeating in your life aren't random, they're part of an archetypal journey toward wholeness. The pain of feeling overlooked creates the pressure needed for inner transformation, just as coal needs pressure to become diamond. The transformation potential hidden within this archetype reveals itself through paradox. By fully accepting your experience as the last choice, you unknowingly begin the process of becoming truly chosen, not by others, but by your authentic self. Jung observed that archetypal patterns complete themselves when consciously engaged. As you work with rather than against this pattern, something remarkable happens. The energy bound up in feeling rejected becomes fuel for transformation. This leads us to explore how you can actively engage in this transformative process. Section 3. Integration and Individuation. Beneath every experience of rejection lies a hidden treasure, parts of yourself waiting to be reclaimed. Start by sitting quietly with your feelings of being last choice. Notice how they live in your body, what memories surface, what emotions arise. These rejected aspects of yourself aren't flaws to be fixed but essential pieces of your wholeness waiting to be integrated. Jung discovered that the parts we push away hold tremendous transformative power once embraced. You might find that your sensitivity, often seen as weakness, actually grants you deeper insight into others' pain. The path to transformation requires a radical shift in consciousness. Instead of trying to prove your worth to others, turn your attention inward. They say awareness is the first step to change, but it's not enough to simply notice the pattern, you must actively engage with it. Start catching yourself in moments of automatic rejection. When you feel the familiar pull to step back or diminish yourself, pause. What if this moment offered a choice? Your habitual response isn't the only option. Each time you choose differently, you weaken the old pattern's grip. You've spent years viewing yourself through others' eyes, but authentic self-acceptance emerges from a deeper place. Think of it like tuning into a radio frequency that's always been there but got drowned out by static. This frequency is your authentic self, and it broadcasts continuously beneath the noise of self-doubt. They often search outside themselves for validation, but true self-acceptance flows from within. As you align with this inner truth, external validation becomes less crucial. Your worth isn't determined by being chosen or overlooked, it's inherent in your existence. The individuation process Jung described isn't about becoming perfect, it's about becoming whole. Imagine a mosaic where every piece, even the darkest ones, contributes to the overall beauty. Your experiences of being last choice have shaped you in unique ways. They've given you empathy, depth, and resilience that those who've always been first choice might never develop. The goal isn't to erase these experiences but to understand their role in shaping your unique path. Your wounds, once integrated, become sources of wisdom. Consider how a master artist uses both light and shadow to create depth. Your journey toward wholeness follows a similar principle. The times you felt overlooked or rejected aren't mistakes in your story, they're essential contrasts that make your unique beauty visible. Jung observed that individuation often requires moving through darkness to find authentic light. As you embrace all aspects of your experience, something remarkable happens. You stop needing to be chosen because you've finally chosen yourself. This isn't the end of your story, but rather the beginning of living from authentic wholeness rather than wounded fragmentation. They say true transformation comes not from becoming someone new, but from fully embodying who you've always been. Your journey of integration leads to this profound homecoming to yourself.